What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. Now that the tournament's over, it's time to give away some broken team game strategies, stuff we didn't see in the tournament, which is definitely something that I'm surprised we didn't see given the amount of prep that the teams were actually putting in. So this one here is what I like to call the resource share strategy. We've got ourselves Thor, we've got ourselves Gaia. Gaia is going to be giving the Gaia Forest over to the Zeus, and the Thor is going to be giving the Dwarven Gold Mine over to the Zeus. And this allows the Zeus to get going really, really fast. Now, for the sake of this game here, I am going to be giving myself all the god powers and showing you exactly what is possible here in this game. So first things first, this is a 15 villager build order. So you will be advancing incredibly fast here with Zeus. And the reason for this is, well, one, you don't have to build the storehouses. So you can get yourselves immediately all this gold out of that gold mine. You don't even need to chop the wood down in this tree just yet. You will need it in the next age, but nonetheless, pumping villagers over onto food. You got yourself the 3 giraffe here. I might shoot that one down as well. Make sure it's in a nice position. And scouting around and all the good stuff here. And this next villager is going to be walking forward because we want to be throwing ourselves a nice forward temple down. Then we can also jump these villagers over here onto pigs to advance as fast as we humanly can. As I get a little bit of idle time there, but that's fine. Chuck the temple down up here. These villagers will want to come back over onto the gold after you're all good. Let's do a cheeky shot here on this giraffe to try and get it nice and close to our... Whoop, I guess I'll have to do. And... Keep this production going. Should be 2 more villagers here and then advance. You could possibly put these next villagers over onto wood here as well. Don't really need that extra food. It's going to come in nonetheless. Back over onto gold here. This guy should be on the favor. And we do this. And we advance. And we send a whole bunch of villagers over onto wood. We should have ourselves roughly 5-5. And that should be enough to get going here. This villager on the front here, we don't need that much favor, but I also don't want to be sending him home. Obviously, this is an editor here, so I'm literally just playing against no one, but the point is going to be very, very obvious here in the future as to what we're going to be trying to do here with this build. We'll move over here onto those giraffe, or actually onto those gazelle here. Forward march. Now, this is a point where I would say this is the next point about sharing the resources here. At this point, I would be asking my Gaia player, this is 3 minutes and 30 seconds-ish into the game, to send me 200 wood. Now, obviously, I haven't set that up in this game, but you can just imagine that I would also have an Odysseus out at this point. The other thing I would ask for is also an extra 50 or 90 resources for this temple to build a Minotaur here. But we're just going to go with the build without the shared resources, so no Odysseus on this one. We get that archery range next. We should be able to afford ourselves some immediate hoplites here. I'm going to go up to 7 villagers on food at this point. Throw our house down. And we come over onto gold here. And here's the beautiful thing. At this point, I would have 2 Minotaurs. Let's just imagine I have the 2 Minotaurs here. And we can walk into our opponent's base already with those 2 Minotaurs and the Jason and the Odysseus. And we can jump onto this town center and be attacking him straight away. And we do this. We drop the this down. We drop the forest fire immediately. town center will go down incredibly fast here. And this build is not over anyway either. So town center down, 4 minutes, 52 seconds into the game. And you have the build is still going, and your partners are not that worse off here moving forward in this game. And you can just keep that pressure going super early. You also have a restoration here if you needed it to keep that Minotaur alive. But if you had an Atlantean player here, that town center is going down. By the time it's 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, if they did a 4-minute 30 advance time, they would only just have themselves a barracks and a military academy. Sorry, a military barracks and a counter barracks up at that point with 0 units out here. So you would walk in, you would have an Odysseus, a Jason, 2 Minotaurs, couple of hoplites on this town center. Probably even before 4:30 would be possible with just the Minotaurs and the heroes to kill this town center. You could arguably kill this town center before 4:30 and really stop any sort of you could really stop an advance time even on a lot of different civilizations. Say you play against like a Ra player, for example, and they're in this position and they're going for a 5-minute advance time. Well, town center is gone. You don't get to advance. Game's over. So this is just one of many, many different team game strategies that are very, very possible here with the use of some resource tributing. Obviously, you don't get to see the exact extent of this, but everything is coming out incredibly nicely here for ZEUS. If you guys want to see some more of these crazy builds and what's actually possible here in Age Mythology and team games, which I feel like we haven't seen yet, even with the highest level team games let me know in the comment section, and I'll drop a whole bunch of different crazy team game strategies for you guys to try out in your own games. And I'll see you guys in the next one.